In today's video, we will investigate the intriguing subject of why a salary of $100,000 cannot buy the American dream. Our voyage will take us through the historical viewpoint of the American dream. We will gain an understanding of the changing economic landscape, and we will learn about the significant role that the creation of wealth plays in our contemporary world. Remember to stay tuned as we explore more into this fascinating subject. In this exploration of the American dream from a historical viewpoint, we invite you to travel through time with us. Imagine this: a house in the suburbs with a white picket fence, a car parked in the driveway, 2.5 children, and a dog on the property named Spot. This was the pinnacle of the American dream, and for a considerable amount of time, it was possible to achieve it with a yearly income of $100,000. However, how did important aspects such as the cost of living, housing, and education play a vital part in the outcome? Let us dissect it in detail. Compared to what it is today, the expense of living was a great deal more affordable in the middle of the 20th century. The price of a loaf of bread was only a few cents. The price of a gallon of gas was less than $1. The price of a respectable house was approximately $20,000. There was also a reduction in the cost of education. The cost of attending college was a fraction of what it is today, which made it possible for more people to advance their education and have access to higher education. In this kind of economic environment, a person who earned a salary of $100,000 was able to live comfortably, save for retirement, and even have some money left over for the indulgences that life has to offer. Nevertheless, the dream was not devoid of difficulties as well. However, at its foundation, the dream was about opportunities and the ability to go up in one's career, and for many people, this was within their reach. Fast forward to the present day, and the landscape has undergone significant transformations. Throughout the years, the economic climate has changed, which has an effect on the amount of money that may be made with a salary of $100,000. This transition has been brought about by a concoction of interconnected elements, and it is essential to have an understanding of these aspects in order to successfully navigate these turbulent financial waters. Inflation. The purchasing power of the dollar has been steadily decreasing over several decades due to this unnoticed wealth eroding. For instance, something that could be purchased for $1 in 1980 can now cost more than 3 times as much as it did back then. It is becoming increasingly difficult for salaries to keep up with the cost of living, even when they appear to be high on paper, as a result of this steady, yet continuous erosion. A dwelling. Costs associated with housing have soared over the course of the past few decades. During the 1970s, the median income was around 3 times more than the median price of a home. Because of this ratio, which has more than doubled in recent years, home ownership is now an unattainable goal for many people, including those who earn significantly more than the median wage. Education entails, when compared to inflation, the cost of obtaining a college degree has skyrocketed, surpassing it by a significant margin. There has been an almost 8-fold increase in the cost of a 4-year degree over the past 30 years. As a result of the rise in the cost of school, many people are now burdened with substantial student debts, which hinders their capacity to save money, make investments, or buy homes. Stagnation of the wage. On the other hand, earnings have stayed basically unchanged despite the fact that costs have been steadily climbing. After taking into account the effects of inflation, the actual median household income in the present day is just modestly higher than it was in the 1970s. Because of this wage stagnation, many people are earning the same amount of money in real terms as their parents did when they were their age, even though costs are increasing. Creating wealth is the most important factor in realizing the American dream. As a result of the shifting economic landscape, the generation of wealth has become more important than it has ever been. Allow me to take you on a journey into the core of wealth-building tactics as we make our way through this ever-changing landscape. When all is said and done, wealth is not simply being able to make money. Rather, it is the ability to strategically expand and keep that money. Financial commitments. Investments are analogous to seeds that are sown in the present to reap rewards in the future. Whether it's stocks, mutual funds, or real estate, the most important thing is to make choices based on accurate information. Investing is a wonderful activity because it enables your money to work for you, even when you are not actively doing so. To ensure a safe tomorrow, it is necessary to make strategic choices today. innovation, and business. It is common knowledge that some of the wealthiest people in the world are business owners and entrepreneurs. They have developed enterprises that not only provide cash, but also contribute to economic growth and the creation of jobs. They have done this by taking chances, putting their creative caps on, and building firms. Through the process of putting ideas into reality and recognizing possibilities where others see difficulties, entrepreneurs are able to achieve success. Organizing one's finances. It is a guide on the process of accumulating riches. When developing a strong financial plan, it is important to establish crystal clear objectives, evaluate potential risks and rewards, and do routine reviews and adjustments to the plan as required. To achieve your financial goals, you must first have a distinct picture of where you want to be, and then sketch out a strategy to get there. These tactics do not compete with one another in any way. In point of fact, they produce the best results when combined. The income from investments can be used to fund entrepreneurial endeavors. Investment and company decisions might be easier to make when a good financial plan is in place. It is also essential to keep in mind that the process of accumulating wealth is not a race. Rather, it is a marathon. Patience, self-control, and perseverance are all necessary qualities. It is about maintaining a steady effort over some time and remaining steadfast in your commitment, even when things become difficult. Consequently, even though a salary of $100,000 might not be enough to buy the American dream, the tactics that are discussed here provide a glimmer of hope. They demonstrate that we are capable of overcoming economic problems and paving our road to the American dream if we plan strategically, make decisions based on accurate information, and are willing to put in a little bit of effort. Although a salary of $100,000 might not be enough to buy the American dream, the building of wealth through strategic means might pave the way. It is important to keep in mind, as we get to the end of our investigation, that the American dream may have changed over time, but it is by no means impossible. Throughout the course of today, we have gone into the historical viewpoint of the American dream and how the shifting economic landscape has rendered it a different concept. Despite the fact that we have realized that a salary of $100,000 is no longer the golden ticket it once was, you should not be dismayed. Capitalize on the power of wealth generation through strategic means. During this new period, we have witnessed the significant role that wealth creation plays. It is about putting your money to work for you, using astute investments, entrepreneurial endeavors, and financial intelligence. It is about cultivating financial resilience and independence. It's not enough to simply earn money, you also need to increase your wealth. One need only put on a new dress to realize the American dream, which is still within grasp. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out. Drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one.